So let's talk about where you guys are. I don't know if all three groups are represented, but the volleyball people. Who else do you have in your group? Okay. And who are the cleaners? Anybody? And you guys are the housing. Okay. My plan today was basically, to talk to you guys about it and let you do group work, but most of your group is not here. You guys can communicate through discussion boards anyway. So let's start with you guys, volleyball people. Where are you guys? What have you done?
I've done a survey and I sent, my sister is a volleyball coach, and my mom, both her and my mom are teachers, so I sent the link to the survey to them yesterday, so I'm waiting to hear back how that goes.
Okay.
So that's, because I was going to have her players and then some of her students and parents if they could fill it out, so I'm just waiting to see how that's going.
Okay. And once you guys have some numbers, bring them over here, so let's talk about it. I mean, you obviously should talk about amongst yourselves anyway,
Right.
but in any case, let me give you guys feedback.
Okay.
How about, you're the cleaners, right?
Yeah,
What have you guys done?
we still haven't got to send our form out, but messaging them right now.
Okay, because we got about 4 weeks left till the end of semester. I mean, I'm not expecting a full-fledged 30-page report, but kind of got everything together so that during the last day of class, I'll basically make you guys the presentations. I mean, technically you'll have a paper, but in a class like this, I don't worry about those formalities. If you had 30 people in this class, I would have taught it differently. But 11 is nice, we can do face-to-face communication. I don't know why. Next semester, it's online, 8 weeks. 30 people have signed up for it. Basically, they're going to read the book. Why do you need a teacher for that? I don't know. I'm not saying online teaching cannot be done effectively, but unfortunately, you guys tell me, how many of you guys have you taken online classes here at EKU? What's your overall opinion?
Terrible.
Huh?
Terrible. I mean, they're convenient though.
They're definitely convenient. Nothing wrong about that.
I only take them because, I work mostly, probably 35 hours.
I understand why students take it.
But they're not super, the material that I learned doesn't stick with me.
Let me ask this question. Would you have learned anything extra on the online class compared to simply reading the book yourself? That's the key.
Yeah.
Not really, no.
Huh?
Online class, you could have taught yourself that. It's cool to give you the textbook or whatever, but I don't know, they're fine if it's an easy project or something, you can get out of the way. But for actual fun classes, you need to be in person. It's just better.
I mean, I can choose to teach my classes online. I mean, they leave the formal delivery pretty much to us. I don't do it on purpose, despite, I can't talk about other departments, but in finance, accounting, I'm the guy with the most tech skills. I can make those videos dance and do all sorts of other stuff. I choose not to do it. I taught online class because I've been asked to teach online class. Despite how much you do, engaging the students is tough. Because when you don't have it, you guys see it, even talking to you face to face is like trying to pull a teeth. Try doing that in an online class. Well, you can kind of get stuff done, for example, required discussion boards. The problem is people simply write stuff over there, then you have to spend a lot of time grade a lot of nonsense. And in this day and age of ChatGPT, you don't even know if it's their own response. I mean, people simply say, write me a 1,000-word essay on this, something comes up, okay? Whether that's good or not, I'm not seeing that that's coming from students. And unfortunately, that's the case. I see a lot of, I teach Finance 301, which is kind of the first non-basic finance class. Students who have taken Business 302 online versus those who have not, there's a big difference. Not because those students are on average worse, because they haven't been taught anything. I mean, a lot of the online classes are taught using Connect. Well, why did we pay the professors? Average finance professor gets paid anywhere from $110,000 to $120,000 a year. Do you know how much a Spanish professor makes? $60,000. Well, if they're using both Connect, why is there a pay difference? I mean, on my Business 302, I choose not to use Connect. Trust me, it's a lot easier for me if I use Connect. I just set the whole thing up, and it automatically does all the assignments. It grades it for you, keeps a grade book. But where is the learning? It doesn't happen. But given the convenience, when given a choice, students prefer online classes. I'm not worried about the grade. The trouble is, when you get out into the workforce, they're going to look, okay, this guy or gal has a degree in finance. So they're going to expect you to know certain things, and it won't be there. How long do you think you're going to last in that job when they realize that you don't even know, what basic capital budgeting techniques are? Very basic. I'm not talking about complicated stuff. I'm probably the only one in this school that even talks about how to worry about, for example, option to abandon. Well, that's part of the life in business world. You get into a new project, if things do not work out the way you hoped, you have the option to give up. But nobody ever teaches that. Why? Because it's not in the textbook. Then you go out to the workforce, it's not there. I could have taught this class based on just textbook. And I could have given you a lot of assignments that are completely meaningless. I'm more interested in whether or not we can add something to it. But unfortunately, unless it's there, students prefer go, the online way. But that's their business. That's fine. I actually like smaller classes where students actually chose not to take the online section. Anyway, why don't you guys work with your group? So wherever you happen to be, let's kind of have a more involved discussion. From now on, we're going to talk about your project until the end of the semester, and I'll kind of guide you guys through it. If you have any questions, you come to me, but present where you are so that I can give you feedback. All right? And
When do you want our data? Is there a certain time we just want to
I'm more interested in the end product. So think of it as you need to be able to make a kind of comprehensive presentation. Based on the survey data, you're going to make sales forecasts, cost forecasts, decide whether such a project is acceptable, then make some sort of income statement forecast like we did last time. Based on that, come up with evaluations. Talk about maybe potentially stages of financing plans. Again, I'm not after a 40-page thing that has all sorts of numbers. I just want to see that you got some basic stuff, rough plan of how to execute that business. All right? So I'll leave the timing to you guys. Think of where you want to go. But if you want me to put a deadline, how about next Wednesday? But remember, the last class is November 20th, so that's kind of our eventual deadline, right?
So November 20th, we're presenting.
Yes, that's our last day of classes anyway. You know, I don't do final exams. In this day and age, I don't believe in that. I mean, 30 years ago, it made sense because we didn't have computers, we didn't have anything. But now, there's a lot of information you can get without me anyway. And what's the point of bringing you here another day so that you could give me back what you learned on Google? And I have been actually chewed on that. Why don't you have final exams? Well, thankfully, there's something called academic freedom. But had I not been tenured, they probably would have pushed me to have final exams. Anyway, I'll see you guys Monday then. And email me if you have any questions, need any help with anything. All right? I'll see you guys Monday.